Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. So welcome to the Coffee with Craig show this Wednesday morning before Expo Real. It's coming up next week, less than a week away. Winston, we got the magazines to the printers, I guess, and they must be about printed up, I would think.
Yeah, the magazine went to the printers, but I've not seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either, but I guess
maybe it's already at Expo waiting for you, Craig.
We'll see it there. Anyway, Expo Real next week. A lot going on. We've got we're also filming with Coffee with Craig at Expo Real. So if you'd like to be on a Coffee with Craig show, let me know. We'll put you in touch with directly. We'd like to get in touch with your marketing people, get it set up. We've got a couple more spaces available. 10-minute interview, 15-minute interviews we can do for the shows, then to show them the week after or 2 weeks after even now. So a lot happening there. We've also October, big investment month with Expo Real, with the CRE Awards, and with the Investment Awards, which we'll talk about in a bit. But Winston, maybe we'll just shoot over to you first for the highlights.
Yeah, sure, Craig. So Vastinf has launched their first PRS project in Poland. UBM has finished the rough construction of wooden houses in Prague. Kaufland has opened the largest timber store in Slovakia. It's an interesting story, that, with a bit more details. Misleading headline.
Big ESG story, I think, heading, yeah.
And Accolade invests in Upper Silesia with a new industrial park.
Wow. So a lot of exciting things. Like I said, next week, Expo Real, the last day of Oktoberfest as well. So we'll see you either at the Oktoberfest or Expo Real next week. We've got our ultimate real estate investment guides, so definitely pick up a copy with that. We're distributed throughout the whole fair, and of course, again, the international media partner for Expo Real. 2 weeks after Expo, we've got the CRE Awards in Hungary at the InterContinental Budapest, not to be missed, a lot of fun. And the week right after that, on the 26th of October, we've got our CEE Investment Awards. Big event coming up. A lot of sponsors, which you probably heard about, a lot of jury, a lot of just record number of nominations, which you probably listened to on the last show. So many things happening over there. We'll take a little break. You'll see a video about our CRE Awards, and then we'll come right back with Winston Norman and the news. Craig Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Craig Smith, publisher of EuropaProperty.com. Welcome to the 5th annual Europa Property CRE Awards and the only international real estate awards event based in Budapest, Hungary, and covering the region. This year's awards really highlight the professionalism in the region, and with over 40% of the attendees flying in for the event, it is truly international. Meet the most active investors, bankers, and developers in the region. The CRE Awards is not to be missed. Visit our website, creawards.net or EuropaProperty.com. So welcome back to the Coffee with Craig show, and we're here with Winston Norman. Winston, tell us what's going on the news. A lot of interesting headlines there.
Yeah, thanks, Craig. So we'll start in Poland, and Vastin is launching its first PRS project in Poznan. It's called the Pastelowo Estate, and it will include 7 buildings and introduce to the market around 255 apartments ranging from 33 to 100 square meters. And the project is set to be ready by 2025. And according to Roger Anderson, he's the managing director of Vastin Poland, Vastin plans to deliver nearly 4,000 apartments in Warsaw, Wrocław, and the Tri-City, and Poznan over the next 5 years. So another developer starting PRS.
Yeah, it was, and they're obviously big on offices in the past and with Vastin, but interesting that they're going big on not unbelievable, not surprising, but going big on residential.
Yeah, and it seems that this Poznan, it seems to be a great location for residential. Must have a huge need for it, because that's a lot of developers are announcing projects in Poznan.
Yeah, true. And this is all PRS, or is there some for sale?
This particular project is all PRS.
Okay, good. So someone else for future categories, I think. Yeah,
for sure.
PRS and student housing. Excellent.
Staying in the residential sector and moving to the Czech Republic, and UBM Development Czechia has completed the rough construction of the Timber Prague project of wooden apartment buildings, which are being built as part of the Arca City residential complex in Prague. And today, a quarter of the apartments have been sold, and the project is being built to BREEAM excellent standards. And according to Thomas Kreche, he's the Director of Design Department at UBM, the entire above-ground part of the Timber Prague apartment buildings is made of spruce wood.
Wow, so a lot going on with wood these days.
Yeah, and this is reducing carbon. So so wood seems to be a better option. Yeah,
Absolutely, and also safer than concrete. And when you're in steel, if there's ever a fire, better the wood burns slower.
Yeah, right. Okay. Instead of,
it is better, right, than some concrete steel melting and causing big problems.
Yeah, some huge temperatures there.
Yeah.
Staying in the timber sector industry, and Kaufland has announced some very interesting news. They intend to significantly reduce their CO2 emissions and through the future construction of timber stores. So not stores that sell wood, but stores made of wood. And in Bratislava, they've recently opened their first timber store, and this store consists of 3/4 of wood, which required 355 cubic meters less concrete for construction. And that means the property saved 514 tons of CO2 compared with conventional concrete construction. So yeah, it's maybe this is a new fad moving forwards. And
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
And according to Michael Hess, head of Corporate Centre International at Kaufland, by using timber construction, we have significantly reduced energy and CO2 consumption in the store's construction. As timber is a carbon neutral and renewable building material, it stores CO2 emissions well, has a comparatively low dead load, and can be reused. So great news for the retail sector and general larger environment there.
Well, that project also sounds like it could be a very good candidate for our ESG Retailer of the Year at the Retail Awards in February.
Yeah, that certainly does. Yeah, that'll be a great project. I've seen some pictures of it as well. It looks very interesting.
Definitely a grocery store project of the year, if anything.
Yep,
food. Yeah. Well, let's see what else comes in. But
it sounds
like a big one.
Yeah. And moving to Poland, and finally for today, Accolade is expanding its portfolio with a new facility in Upper Silesia, and this is heralded as one of the most attractive areas of the industrial and warehouse sector in the country. And the warehouse park is in Ruda Śląska, and it has 67,000 square meters, and which is nearly half of it's nearly already leased to a single tenant, and the investment is valued at 55 million euros. And according to Jarek Vanuk, he's the managing director of Accolade in Poland, Upper Silesia is an increasingly attractive market that has held a strong position in the warehouse sector since the early days of development in Poland. We especially value the enormous potential of this location, its infrastructure, and its rich human capital.
Wow, so Accolade always seems to be doing a lot in the north of Poland. They're always buying, not selling, but buying and developing.
Yeah, big in Poland and the Czech Republic. So definitely one to watch out for.
Right. Well, very exciting news, and thank you all for watching this edition of the Coffee with Craig show. Got a lot of things, a lot of interesting things happening for our CRE awards and our investment awards. Today we've got you'll see videos and some pictures from our wine tasting and our whiskey tasting to make sure that we always deliver great wines. We're going to be at Milzinski's today, tasting the wines, and it'll be interesting to see what we come up with and what Robert Milzinski comes up with for our investment awards. What kind of whites, what kind of reds. It's always a hard choices to be made. And of course, our whiskey tasting for our partnership of the Whiskey Lounge also. So we have a lot of the food and beverage part to be announced, and then of course to come is our champagne, and of course our food tasting at the InterContinental, which is always exciting. So a lot of things coming up before the event, and at the end of the day, you want good food and drinks, right?
Very important ingredient.
Absolutely. So thank you all for watching the Coffee with Craig show. Let us know if you're going to be in Expo Real next week. Pick up a copy of our magazine. Also, the CRE Awards, October 19th in Budapest and the 26th in Warsaw with the Investment Awards. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we will see you tomorrow with the news. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.